Good morning. It is Tuesday morning and I forgot to update you yesterday, I think, with my daily reading. It was supposed to do that when I went to bed, as I usually did, but I was so tired that I almost fell asleep immediately. I couldn't really focus on it. So yeah, that happened. I'm currently on my way to work. Yesterday I managed to read a good amount from the book 99 Red Balloons. I think I finished, I'm close to 70% into it now, I think. I have about 2 hours left of the audio, which is good. And then I was supposed to start on Men at Arms by Pratchett, as I was doing my cooking yesterday. No, not cooking, because I have cooked. I was doing the dishes and stuff yesterday and cleaning the kitchen in general, and I forgot I couldn't get to start it because at the time I was about to start doing that, there was something wrong with the Storytel app. It just kept spinning, like searching and browsing for books, but then nothing came on, and it wasn't because I didn't have Wi-Fi, because I checked, and it was the same thing with my iPad. So it was the app there was something wrong with and not my phone. So I ended up reading that, parts of, what's it called? What could possibly go wrong by, what's her name? Jodie Taylor instead, because that audio and another one is from my Audible, and so I went and downloaded those books from my TBR that's from Audible. I have 2 of those. So I just started listening to that instead, and I listened to what is about an hour of the audio, which means I listened to about half an hour, which was what I put myself down for per day. So that's pretty good. I've also made a lot of progress on Skyward by Sanderson, and that is the last book I made progress on. Skyward was, I'm 55% into that one now, I think. So I have about half of it left, and I have 2 days to read that. And yeah, yesterday I read about 20%, so I'm a little behind. I need to get to 25% per day the next coming days, so I need to hit 75% today, so we'll see how that goes. Yeah, so that is my update for now. I talk to you later, hopefully, and hopefully, yeah, I'll talk to you later and let you know how everything went. Bye. Good evening. It is Tuesday at 10:15 p.m. and I wanted to do a final update for today before I go to bed. I really haven't been reading very much from Skyward today. For some reason. Yeah, I wasn't in a reading mood when I came home, so that is not good for tomorrow when I need to finish it. So I need to figure out how to postpone the expiration. I heard a fifth. Is that an expression outside of Denmark? I heard a tip that if you shut off your Wi-Fi, the library can't pull the book because it's offline. So I may have to do that. Just until I finish it. I presume I'll finish it on Thursday anyway. I don't have that much. I mean, I'm working quite well on it, and tomorrow I'm planning on reading a lot more from it. So I don't think I'll have that much left, but it's not. It would be nice to be able to actually finish it. Today I've managed to finish 99 Red Balloons by, I'll get back to Skyward later, hopefully. Managed to finish 99 Red Balloons by Elisabeth Carpenter. This was my genre TBR book for last month, but I didn't finish it until now. Personally, I didn't really like this one. I think it was
I don't know, it wasn't super suspenseful and it was difficult to keep up with it. I think it took me some time to figure out that it was jumping in time. The narration wasn't specific on that. And it jumped from when this disappearance happened, when this kidnapping happened, and to later, where you follow the girl from her perspective long time later, when she's an adult. It's just really weird how it all turned out. But I think I'm ended up giving it a 3 out of 5 stars because there were passages that I really enjoyed. There were, like, I thought that the chapters from when the girl was kidnapped was young was really good, and I felt like some part of the mystery was interesting, but honestly I thought it was a bit of a slow read in total. And yeah, so 3 stars for that book. Apart from that, I have started in on Men at Arms by Terry Pratchett. That's actually what I've been listening to this evening instead. I have also been to the gym, so I wasn't, and then I watched a couple of YouTube videos. So I was home at 6:15 or something from that, and I just sat around for a couple of about 45 minutes. Then I had shower, I had dinner, and after dinner I started updating my reading spreadsheet because I was really far behind. And so I listened to Men at Arms while I did that, and I managed to get 80 pages into this, and I'm loving it. I'm just super happy being back with this. And yeah, that is my reading for today. In total, I read 233 pages, so that's pretty good. I just need to be more focused on Skyward tomorrow because I have a lot to read still. I almost have half the book left. I'm 46% into it, and these past couple of days, the maximum I've read has been like 25% in a day. So yeah, we'll see how it goes tomorrow. I don't have plans when I get home tomorrow, so hopefully I'll manage to get a good chunk into it. I do have to upload my vlog for this week, not last week, tomorrow as well. I still haven't edited it yet, so I don't know when to do that. Finally, I don't know why I've been living under a rock or something like that, but apparently the Dewey's 24-hour readathon is on Saturday the 6th. I think last year was the late, but the last, I think was last weekend of the month in April. And I find it a little weird that it's so different this year. I was totally expecting it to be around the 20th, so I was not at all prepared for the fact that it's already on the 6th. So I've been so behind. And my issue is that on Saturday I have to go to a handball match at 3:30 p.m. and the readathon starts at 2. So I guess I'll have to read afterwards, because I'm definitely going to be participating, because I usually always participate. So that's just going to be about an hour and a half to 2 hours where I won't be able to read anything. So that's too bad. But yeah, I mean, 22 hours in a day is still pretty good. I'm not going to be reading for that many hours, but if I can squeeze in 9 hours, 10 hours over the day, that will be fine, and I'll definitely get a good chunk into my reading, and that is the plan. Anyway, I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye. Hello, it is Wednesday evening, and I'm on my way to bed. Shutting off the lights. It's 11, almost 11, and I'm about to fall asleep. I've been trying to read something from Skyward today, but my mind hasn't been on it. I have been reading, I think, 2 or 3 chapters from Skyward. I will try and read another chapter right now before bed. I found out though that I think that it expires tomorrow at 1, not tomorrow, but the day after that at 1 a.m. So like the 5th. I'm not exactly sure, but I think that's it. So it is possibly, to finish it still, hopefully. Tomorrow I'm going in a little late because I'm not going to my workplace. I am going to some meetings in Aarhus. Aarhus is like a city that is an hour and a half away. Oh, a little less now since we have the highway all the way. That means I will be listening to a lot of audios while I do that. Then I go there. I'll be starting on a new audio tomorrow, and I will also have a lot of more time in the morning before I have to go, because I have to be in Aarhus at 10. It takes an hour and something. So I decided not to go to Lemvig to my workplace tomorrow beforehand, because I can barely get there and then I'll have to leave. So I'm going to take that time to read a little bit, and then I'll bring my ebook with me and see if I can read something in Aarhus as I am going around. I'm planning on, I have 2 meetings, so I don't know what time I have in between meetings, so we'll see. I still haven't told you about the book. I think I promised you to do that yesterday, but I forgot. The thing that this is, Skyward is following a young girl. What is her name? Her nickname is Spin. Spin is her dream has always becoming a pilot or part of the Air Force of this. The battlefield, they are fighting the Krell, which are the enemy. We don't know exactly who they are, what they look like, whether they're aliens. And we follow this girl. She has been deemed, her father was deemed a traitor, so she's had a really difficult time actually being allowed to become a pilot. But that has been her dream her entire life, and now she has finally become a pilot in training. And pilots in training are going to the actual battlefields as well, and she's becoming a part of a unit. And honestly, there's a lot of this I really enjoy, but then there are other parts that are dragging a little bit, and I think that's why I've had a hard time picking it up the past couple of days. I really enjoyed this in the beginning. I thought it went really fast. I thought that it was interesting getting to know the world. And right now, one of the things that keeps me going is that there's an AI storyline as well, which I really enjoy. It's really funny. And some of the characters I really enjoy, and some of them I don't care so much about. I think it's kind of standard for me with Sanderson that there's always a couple of characters that I don't really care about, and then we'll see how it goes. And one of my main issues right now is that there's a lot of battles. Like they have to fly out, and it's very repetitive what they have to do sometimes, and it's not. Yeah, I don't know if it's like the same as when I read like some fantasies stories, and here like you have to read battle scenes, and they can be a little bit boring as well if there's too many of them, and be a little bit repetitive, because you know the main character is not going to be dying in the middle of the book because he's the only one we hear this from. It was a different thing if we have multiple perspectives in this kind of thing. So I know that's not gonna happen right now. It might towards the end, but I don't think so. So yeah, I don't know what to rate this right now, but sometimes Sanderson has a tendency to change things towards the end and put some twists, and it will definitely change my opinion completely, but we'll see. I don't think that, I think Andersen does pretty well in writing sci-fi. It's okay. It's not like you can easily tell that he's usually just writing fantasies. So yeah, I'm enjoying it. I'm not loving it. We'll see how it ends up going. The other thing that I have been working on today has been I started on Grimm by Kenneth Andersen, and I finished it again. Like, not on Kenneth, it's also by Benni Bødker, and it was narrated by Torben Sikov. This contained 10 of Grimm's fairy tales retold, and they were like, each story were like 15 minutes to half an hour, depending on the length of the story. I think it was 15 minutes, and I don't know, some of the stories were really good. I like Rapunzel is one of my favorites, and they were very much like the original tales that I know, so it's not changed very much. It's just retold the old ones, and yeah, it was but making them a little bit darker than they already were, but without changing very much. So I don't know. I'm giving it 3 out of 5 stars. It was okay, but I didn't love it. And Rapunzel was my favorite, and I also enjoyed The Girl Without Hands. I also enjoyed that one. It was quite, yeah. So yeah, first book of my Owls TBR. Yay for that. Another book that I have, you know what I've forgotten? I had to upload my vlog for last week today, and I haven't even started editing it yet. Maybe I should do that tomorrow morning. We'll have to see what I end up doing. I have also read 40 more pages in Men at Arms by Terry Pratchett, so not a lot of that one today, but I wanted to finish the Grimm one, so I read that at home as well. And mostly because I wanted to finish this Grimm one, because I didn't want to have to change audio in the middle of a drive tomorrow. So I decided to finish it, and then I have only read 14 pages of the Terry Pratchett book, but that's okay. I will try and get to something tomorrow morning. Other than that, I have not been reading anything else. Those are the 3 books that I've been reading from today. Tomorrow I'm going to be starting on the first Fitz and the Fool book, A Fool's Assassin. That's the first one, isn't it? The one I have on my TBR for the month, and it will be my Charms book, which is going to be an age-line, read a book that's an adult work. So that is that one. So I am working on, I have finished my first owl. I'm working on another one, and I'm going to be starting a 3rd one tomorrow. So that's fine. Yeah. Those are my final updates for today. Now I'm gonna go to bed, go to sleep. I am already in my bed, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye. Good evening. It is Thursday at 9:30 p.m. and I just came back from work. No. That would have been a long day. I just came back from my sister after having not been home since I left this morning, and today has been productive. I haven't calculated my reading yet, but I'm pretty sure I'm 5 hours into Fool's Assassin, which is the first in the Fitz and the Fool trilogy. So got through a lot today because I was driving a lot today. So I've only been listening to that in my car. This morning I read a little bit in Men at Arms. I'm on page 117. So another 20 or so pages from this. And that is basically what I've been reading today. I've also been reading something in Skyward, but I'm not finished. So I am about to start chapter... I'm about to start chapter 32, so I don't know. I like it, but I don't love it. I think it's interesting, and I think that parts of it I really enjoy, but then there are parts of it that I find boring. So I don't know. Today I also went and handed in a bag of books in exchange for some used books in a used bookstore called Bøgh in Aarhus. And I handed in a bag with, I don't know, 10 to 15 books. I don't know how many books I had. And I, in exchange, got 5 new books. No, oh well, used books. And some of them I'm not sure what it's about. And some of them I've had on my TBR, and some I've heard about. Mostly I picked these up because of the authors. Let's start out with... Yeah, I got 2 books by the same author and from the same series as well. I think I can read these on their own. I don't think they're part of anything else, but I'll have to check up on that because, yeah. The first one is Joust by Mercedes Lackey, and Alta, also by Mercedes Lackey, book 1 and 2 of a series. These are really used, like you can tell the spines are broken, but you know, they're also really old books, and I was like, yeah, why not? Let's check it out. And they were pretty cheap. Yeah. The next one I got was the first in a... I don't know if it's fantasy or urban fantasy. I know he writes urban fantasy, but yeah. It's Death Stalker by Simon R. Green. And this is the first book in the Death Stalker series. They actually had 3 or 4 of the books from the series, but since I didn't have the second one, I decided to only go with the first one. So as to figure out if it's something I like, and I can buy the sequels or something when we get there. The next one is Lord of the Fading Lands by C.L. Wilson. This is a fantasy, classic type of fantasy, I think. Oh, it's from 2007. So it's not that old. But I've heard really excellent things about them. Yeah, I don't know what type of fantasy this is. It might be some shape-shifting stuff. Or it might, I don't know. And the last and final book that I picked up was The City and the City by China Melville. This is the only non-mass market of the lot. But I mean, I got these in exchange for some books that I didn't want anyway, and so that's fine. It's better than just handing the books in and not getting anything out of it. Yeah, that is what I had today. And my update for now. I will talk to you again later. Tomorrow probably. Bye. Good evening. It is Friday and it is 10:42. I'm about to go to bed. I just wanted to update you on my progress for the day. I have made more progress in Skyward. I am now 68% into it. I shut off the Wi-Fi of my iPad and I might be able to finish it. Even though it's actually already expired from my overdrive. Cheat. Oops. Do I feel bad? A little bit. But I want to read this, finish this. I've made so much effort. I could have finished it a lot faster, but yeah, things have definitely happened in the past couple of chapters. I haven't been in a mood where I want to sit down and read for hours on end. And tomorrow is Dewey, so we'll see how that goes. I'm on chapter 35. I don't know how many chapters it has. It has 55 chapters, so I still have 20 chapters to read. If my calculations are correct, I've been reading 30 pages of Skyward today. And I read about 80 pages of Fool's Assassin. by Robin Hobb. I don't think I mentioned yesterday how I liked it and what it was about. I'm about halfway through it now, and I can't really talk about much. I can't really talk about what it's about because it's like, it might be the first in a trilogy, but it's the first in the third trilogy following these characters. So, you know, yeah, whatever I'm gonna say, even mentioning the characters, apart from Fitz, I mean, I feel like since it's called Fitz and the Fool trilogy, that Fitz is part of it, I can't tell you anything about any of the other characters. So, I will say though, this is the first time I've listened to a Fitz storyline trilogy where it hasn't all been narrated by Fitz. This time around we have 2 new narrators that it switches between, apart from Fitz, which is interesting, but kind of makes sense. So I'm just gonna leave it there. I'm enjoying it. It took me a while to get into it. I'm 6.5 hours into it now. That is 13 hours in original time. And I will say that it would have, the first 2 hours, 2.5 hours, I would at least say, not a lot was happening. I mean, I feel like there was a lot of build up again, which, I mean, it's a new trilogy and all, but it was a little boring. I feel like we didn't get enough of some we haven't gotten enough of side characters that I find is super interesting. We only have some mediocre side characters so far, so I'm interested in seeing how things are going. I mean, I feel like one of the characters that are new to this is getting more developed and interesting as the time goes, which I'm liking. So we'll see. But those are the things that I've been reading today. Compared to the other days, it's been quite minor, but at least I got through something, and hopefully tomorrow I will get through a lot because it's Dewey's. I will be starting the day by getting something done at home, like cleaning the apartment and stuff. And I also need to film a couple of videos. I need to film my dearest TBR because it's not up yet. I finally uploaded my vlog today. I feel proud of myself for doing that because I was supposed to upload that on Wednesday and I didn't. I just haven't had much time to do anything else. I mean, when I get home, I'm so tired from work. I'm not even I don't even feel like I have to eat a lot and spend a lot of time cooking because I have been cooking. But yeah, I don't know what it is. So yeah, I don't know what to say. Yeah, things have been hectic at work. So when I've gotten home, I have been a little bit more tired than usual. So I haven't had a difficult time concentrating on reading. And I think that's been my main issue for the past many months. At least this past week and the week before. But it doesn't mean that I haven't been reading, because I have read more than 200 pages per day all of the other days except today. With obviously mostly my audio listening, but I also have listened to, read quite a bit every day. And I don't know what to say, but I'm ready to kick off Dewey's tomorrow and hopefully do well. And now I'm gonna get some sleep, much needed sleep, and we'll see how things goes. It's been really, the weather has been exceptionally good the past couple of days. It's really become spring here in Denmark. I'm excited about that. I think today we had 17 degrees. That is quite high for springtime, especially considering we're not really far into the spring season. I mean, I know we're almost halfway. But sometimes April can be cold. And other times April can be good. And right now it's really nice. And tomorrow is going to be the same. So yeah, I'm excited about that as well. Whole weekend actually is going to be good. So you see how much I can enjoy that the next coming days. Yeah, this is my update for now. I feel like these updates are getting longer and longer. I don't have a lot of things to talk about, so I don't know. It's gonna be really rambly, this vlog. I feel like that's my thoughts. And right, yeah. Anyway, I'll talk to you later. Bye. Good morning, good day, whatever you want to say. It is Saturday. It's 10:36. Dewey starts for me at 2 p.m. so I still have a couple of hours before that. Nonetheless, I have already been reading. First up, I have read from Skyward this morning. When I woke up, I read what is about 60 pages of the ebook, which I think will be approximately 40 pages of the book. I'm not sure. I have also been doing the dishes and I had a shower obviously, and put on some laundry, sorted the laundry into 3 piles because I have been neglecting my laundry a bit recently. And I made progress in Men at Arms while I did that. I am now on page 153, so about 40% in, and I'm looking forward to finish reading more of this later. Right now I'm on my way down to do some grocery shopping and stuff. I had a few things that I need to get in the city as well, apart from just normal groceries. And then I'm gonna start my food prepping, so I've had that done for the weekend. And then I'll be getting ready to start my Deweys. I also need to actually film a TBR video for Deweys. I haven't done that yet. So we'll have to see how it goes. Yeah, this is my update. I'll talk to you later. Bye. Hello again. It is almost Deweys time. It is at 7 minutes to 2. So the Deweys is starting in 7 minutes. I just filmed my TBR for the Readathon, and I'm planning on trying to quickly edit it and get it up pretty fast, hopefully. But I'm going to try and read something in between my editing and stuff. We'll see. As I said before, I am planning on I'm going to a handball match today, and I'm going to be there at 3:30. So I only have like half an hour or something to read in the beginning here, and then I'll be completely focused on reading when I get back from the handball match. So yeah. And I'm not done food prepping yet, but we'll see how everything is going to be going. I don't think that the cooking itself is going to take me that long, but I'm planning on doing that for when I have to do dinner later, so I make all of that then. So yeah, and then I won't have to think too much about it anymore after that. So yeah, this is my update for now. I will get back to you later to let you know how I've been doing with my reading. And yeah, hopefully this vlog won't be too long, because I feel like it might be, since I'm going to be focusing so much on reading this weekend. But we'll have to see. I hope you don't mind if it becomes a lengthy one. Yeah, this is my update. See you later. Bye. Hello friends, it is now 11 and I am tuning in for sleep for the night, because I tried starting on the Adventure Zone and I kept falling asleep. And it's not because I don't know if it's because it's boring. It's too early to say that. It's just I'm tired. I was snacking. It was nice. I still have a lot of snacks left, because I didn't eat all of it. So now I have that for when I wake up again. I am going to see how long I'll be sleeping. Possibly to 6 or something like that. That's what I usually do. And then I'll be going back to reading. Today I had a productive reading day. I have read 464 65 pages. I think that's what I ended up on, or 67 pages. And I finished both Skyward and Men at Arms. Both were really great reads. I think that Skyward was really good, but for the last third of the book, there was a lot of things that I really enjoyed. I'm not sure how I feel about the ending, but I think I'm landing on about a 4 stars for this. I think it was good, but I didn't love it. Men at Arms was amazing. I think I'm on a 5 stars for that one, because it's just, I really enjoy the characters, Vimes and Carrot, and all of them. They're funny and they're great, and I enjoyed it a lot. So I think I 5-starred. And then I read the first 37 pages of The Adventure Zone, and those are my pages for the day. I'm honestly about to fall asleep right now talking to you, so I think it's a good idea. I'm going to bed. I'll talk to you tomorrow. I've actually been tired all day. I mean, you know, you can feel when you're tired and your eyelids are itchy. I have brought my Kindle with me to bed, so I'll be reading from Whose Body when I wake up tomorrow. We'll see how far I get, and then I'll get back to The Adventure Zone when I get up. I think that's my plan. Anyway, I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye. Hello friends, it is almost 11 on Sunday, so Dewey is over for me in 3 hours. I have 3 hours left of the reading. I just finished this. I've been pretty productive this morning. I started out by finishing Whose Body by Dorothy L. Sayers, and because I woke up at 6:15, just started reading and finished that, and I think I'm gonna give this 3.5 stars. I really enjoyed parts of it, and I'm definitely intrigued to continue. I thought the mystery was kind of fun, but I had a difficult time fully getting into it because there was it was really wordy at places, and I think I had to get used to that. The reason that the Kindle had different different page count and percentages was because after the book was actually finished, it had an excerpt from the next book that took up the next, I don't know, the last part of that. I think it was like a 20, 25, 30 page excerpt from the next book, and that's why it said that it had a lot more time to go. Another thing that I finished was The Adventure Zone. Here there be gerbils by all these McIlroy people and Carey Pietch. This is comes from a podcast that I haven't listened to, and I think maybe if you listen to this podcast and read it, you'll be a lot more, you'll find it will be a lot easier to get into, because it took some time for me to actually figure out what was going on, because I didn't know these characters, and you were just thrown into it and you didn't really know what was going on. But it seemed like a virtual reality type of game or something, like they were all put into this computer game and had levels and stuff like that. But it was really funny. I found myself laughing a couple of times, and I really liked some of the characters, and so I was very much enjoying it. So I think I'm giving it 4 stars. And so those are the things that I've been finishing this morning. Right now I'm about to start on Tempus Fugit by Kenneth Andersen, and we'll see what time I've left after I finish this one. So that is my plan for now. I will talk to you later. Hello, the Dewey's 24-hour readathon is over. It is, let's see, 10 minutes past 2. So it was over 10 minutes ago, but I stopped reading at 1:30 because I finished Fruit Basket, and I knew I couldn't finish anything else, so I just decided to stop reading for the day, or for this readathon specifically. I don't know if I'm going to be reading anything else today, but I have brought along a book to read at my parents'. I'm just on my way to their place. We're going to be having a barbecue, which is going to be great.
The weather has been really nice these past 2 days, but I haven't been able to fully appreciate them yesterday because of this readathon. And today it's a little more overcast than it was yesterday, but still pretty warm. So yeah, but I'm on my way to my parents, and we'll see if I do another update before this week is over, or today is over. I think it might be my last one for today, but we'll have to see. Depends if I finish something else, but I don't think I will. I finished 6 books for the Dewey's 24-hour readathon, which I find pretty successful. I finished Skyward and Whose Body, the 2 main reads that I've had for the week. I finished Men at Arms by Pratchett, which was my audio. And I finished The Adventure Zones, Here There Be Airplanes, by all of these McIlroys. and finally I finished Tempus Fugit by Kenneth Andersen and Fruits Basket Volume 7 by Natsuki Takaya. So I find that to be a pretty successful readathon. And apart from that, I also finished those 2 audios over the past week. I finished both 99 Red Balloons and Grimm, the retellings. So all in all, I call it a successful week overall, and I got a huge amount of reading done from Fool's Assassin. Not Assassin's Originals, but Fool's Assassin. I am halfway, if not more, into that book, and I expect it to be 100 pages in. So, and it's 600 pages long, so I think I'm about 300 pages into that. So I have far surpassed my own goals this week, so I'm really, really happy about that. So yeah, this was my update. If I don't talk to you again before leaving, if I don't talk to you again for this vlog, then I'm really happy you stuck to the end, and hope you had a good successful reading as well. And if you participated in the Deweys, please let me know how you managed to do. And yeah, just tell me a little bit about the books that you read over the past week. I'd really like to know. And yeah, this is all I had for you. See ya next week. Bye.